it is 6 a.m. in the morning, and here's a snippet as to what I do on a daily basis in the mornings. My mornings normally start at around 4:30 in the morning, and that is when I wake up and go to switch on the stove in order for our bathing water to boil. I return back to bed and I sleep for a good maybe 35 minutes to 40 minutes again, meaning my next alarm will ring at 10 past 5. That is when I get up and my daughter and I do our morning devotion. She goes to bathe and I return back to bed. The main alarm will ring at 10 past 6. That is when I officially get up and I do or make my bed. As I was making my bed this morning, a thought came to mind as to how I have delayed myself into creating or making vlogs. Not intentionally though, because the idea came to heart or came to my mind in the year 2023. I remember my first vlog was that of me assembling a Christmas tree, but it never came into a vlog, but it just remained as a video, mainly because I had been overcome by certain hurdles whereby I was struggling finding the perfect editing app and other factors whereby even the editing app was still there. Just struggled a lot. A lot of people would call someone like me a technological retard, of which that's what something I actually call myself as well. Mainly because each and every time I hit a stumbling block when it came to these editing apps, I always took a break, and the break would escalate to 2 to 3 months at a time. But eventually, I got to release a vlog of my own. And for the first time in the last 2 years, my soul is at peace, because this had been something that had been on my mind for a very long time. And now that I look back and I look at people who started around the time when I had thought I would start mine, their following has risen a lot. They are getting perks of basically being YouTube vloggers, and here I am. But as I was thinking of that, I was reminded by something Nosbele Kamkan Amayaba had said, that stick to your lane. I experienced these things for a reason. Therefore, I'm going to stick in my lane and I'm going to keep on my lane, driving on my lane, that is. In this case, meaning I shouldn't compare myself to other people. Yes, I had not started around the time that they have. Yes, they seem to be more successful at this YouTube thing or this vlogging thing than I am. But I have started. At least I've started. Speaking about starting, did I tell you how tedious it is trying to vlog without the right equipment? Sana, just assembling the phone and sitting it in the right position was a hurdle on its own, mainly because I don't have the likes of tripods and. But Sana, I will look back at these vlogs and I will say I've come a long way. Here I am opening up the curtains right here and now, and I'm about to go make breakfast. Oh Sana, if you had not noticed, I am not a morning person. As you might have seen my facial expressions in the previous snippets, you might have seen that dinching kwamna sana. I'm not okay. Oh, if it were based on me, we would have mornings that only start at 10 a.m. in the morning. But things aren't as we please. I don't know what happened here, guys. Maybe it's the manner in which I had put my phone or my camera. Sana, because why is this picture or whatever video looking upwards? Hey, guys, you are just going to have to bear with me. But anyway, I have started making breakfast here. It was probably where I was making my um my eggs, frying them to be precise, because I can tell by the way that I'm pouring the aromat. You could see a bit of it. It had appeared down there. Those are my plates. That is what I make for other people in the morning. I attempted an English breakfast. Well, it wasn't an attempt, it's an attempt when you didn't succeed at it. It is an English breakfast. Here I am making lunch boxes. This is for my daughter right here. As you can tell, there is white and brown bread, mainly because I'm trying to balance things. She doesn't like brown bread. She prefers white, but because I need her digestive system to continuously work and not have health issues, so I balance it out with brown bread. Here I am making my daughter's favorite, by the way. It is a butter, or should I say spread? It is spread along with peanut butter. It's an absolute favorite. Ungamvimba zonke, but not this. The reason why I put the white slices on top of the brown ones, even though she knows that that is how I make a lunchbox with the brown as well as the white bread. The reason for the white slices being on top is mainly because she eats with her eyes, just like me. Therefore, by seeing the white bread or white slices first, it will seem as though she's eating white bread. Now, in order to enhance the flavor of the peanut butter, today I am pouring milk as a substitute for cold drink. This is because each time she has a peanut butter sandwich or she carries something sweet, whether in the form of chocolate spread or jam, I prefer leveling out with the milk instead of cold drink, which is also sweet. And there's her lunchbox for today. Now, the second lunchbox is for mommy. I had prepared the lunch yesterday already. It's basically leftovers from last night's dinner. So now I'm just gonna put it back. And in the second lunchbox, yesterday I had craved cake, therefore I made muffins. So he's going to have that after his lunch. And there's his lunch done and dusted. Now, this morning I woke up craving porridge. Remember when I made breakfast, I had said that I'm making everyone else's breakfast? Now, this is my breakfast. I don't normally have porridge, but every now and again I wake up craving it, and today was one of those mornings. As you can see, I am pouring in my boiled water, and there's my salt. I don't normally measure it. I just pour up until the angels say it's enough, mtanam. Now here I'm mixing both the salt and the water in order for them to become one in unison. I am getting ready to pour the maize meal. I got a cup. I filled to halfway through the cup. I filled cold water from the tap. Well, tap water, not cold water from the tap water. Now I'm mixing the tap water with the maize meal, and now I'm preparing to pour it into my pot. By the way, I used 5 full spoons of maize meal in order to make this mixture of porridge. Now, a porridge is basically a trust the process kind of thing. You pour, you see it not almost combined, so you have to continue to stir and stir and stir and stir, basically until your hand falls off. I was adding a bit of water here mainly because I had noticed that it was becoming too stiff, and that's not the kind of porridge that I was looking for. I was looking for porridge that is not too hard, not too runny. Therefore, you have to watch and look at the consistency. Here, my hand was about to fall off. It's coming together perfectly. Now I stir some more, and at one point or another, I turned down the stove to 1. You see, it's even boiling now. We close it off because everything is in unison. Everything has come together. Now it's becoming porridge. Now we have to leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Every morning I have a cup of green tea, and when I'm out of green tea, I just have plain water to drink before I consume anything. There has to be either that cup of green tea or just plain water. And I'm going to enjoy the warm water now as I continuously look at how my porridge is coming along. And it's coming along perfectly, Sana. Now you have to stir every now and again. I'm about to take my bath. And now I was basically checking for the temperature of the water, whether it is fine. And here I'm done bathing. I'm about to enjoy my breakfast. And Sana, I must say, it warmed my heart up. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, the reason why I don't pour my porridge in a bowl, I prefer it in a pot, guys. It just tastes better. I just taste better, guys. I don't wanna lie. And I was not looking to make more dishes. Another factor. I'm thoroughly enjoying my porridge, as you can see as I'm nodding my head. And that's about what I do on a daily basis in the morning, guys. That is why it's called a morning routine. Thank you for watching. I hope you share, you like, you subscribe, as well as interact in those comment sections. Thank you very much. I am Rose Ramaro.